All right. Greetings, everyone. This is your spiritual consultant, your Shad'Oracle, MadamShadO, here in the Shadow Gallery with the Hellpaw as per usual. Wow. If you would like to book a private session, purchase a live pour, or donate to me to help out of the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.madamshado.wix. Oh, I gotta stop. www.madamshado.com. Or via PayPal or Cash App directly to Madam Shadow. There is no W in Shadow ever. If you put a W in Shadow, I'm not responsible where you or your money goes, or where you or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share, subscribe to me, turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and TikTok. If you're on Big O, by all means, with my tail, I land proudly, sugar. With all of this being said, happy Turkey Day and happy Gratitude Day, because that is what this is today and to me. By all means, start asking your questions. So, while people are getting in here, I have my spicy bread. Uh-uh. It's Gratitude Day. Or Happy Turkey Day. Gratitude or Turkey Day. Because I'm not studying anything else. You ain't ate yet. Baby doll, it's about 10 o'clock at night. Why you ain't ate yet? Tamales take forever to make. Now, shouldn't this all have been oh well, you know what? Okay, so that I have heard this, but I wasn't sure. Oh, you in the West, okay. Okay, that's 7:52. That's still late. And I know back when I was younger, when I was a little kid, we would get to my grandmother's house stupid early. Like 12 o'clock. Between 12 and 3, that's when people start showing up. But we ate dinner probably around 5 or 6. And then we just played cards, shot shit for a couple of hours. Like we were leaving out at 10, 11, even midnight one year. Oh my God, one year was so good. People didn't leave the house until about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Those were the days. So, I'm used to eating and playing cards. Yep. Mhm. But this was when I got off live last night. I did y'all's end of the day lesson, and it was as I was doing it that it really started like honing in and becoming real. That this is the first year where I have neither of my grandmothers, and it was. I said it when I left off of here last night that it was gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard, and it was hard when I got off live. Dicho, Bumblebee, what's up? Mercedes, how you doing? I was a mess. Like, and you could probably see it in my in the day lessons, because every time I got it, didn't like it would not post. Like the second part of the end of the day lesson would not post. I did that damn thing about 3 or 4 times, and I teared up and choked up at the same spot every time because it was about her. Both of them, yeah, but it was mainly about the one that I grew up with. And I was like, fuck, she's actually gone. Like, I'm going to walk in there and she's not going to physically be there. I'm gonna walk in there and I'm not gonna see her fight. I'm not gonna see her grab nobody by the throat. I'm not gonna hear her yell at people. She's not gonna be the one cooking. She's not gonna monitor and, keep the kids in check. She's not gonna be there. And like last night when I say I broke down, I broke down. Oh, thank you, Sugar. What does compa mean? Oh, compadre, I think. I think. I don't know. But thank you, Sugar. Like, hers is fresh because I lost her literally this year. And my neighbor did not make it, unfortunately. He did die. He died from cancer. He was just tired. And I did not find out until damn near a week after he was gone. I thought when I saw the cars and stuff over there that they were doing like an early Thanksgiving for him because he was going to go into treatment because that's what he wanted to do. And apparently he passed a little bit before my birthday. And he was such a sweet guy. So, but with her, and I know I'm going to check on his wife tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. And just, sit over there with her for a minute. But this year, this was probably our smallest gathering because it was really only 6 of us there. Roughly 6 of us. And we had a fucking blast. Like, we were even reminiscing on the fact that when I was younger, the house was so full. Like, you couldn't turn around without bumping into people. Every room had people in it. The kids had the back room until it was time to play cards. Then the kids got to move because we got to bring the card tables out. And you had a card table in the back. You had a card table in the front. You got the men folk outside drinking, smoking, or whatever, because you don't drink in my grandmama's house now. She will buy beer, but you don't drink in there, and if you do, you got to put it in a different cup. So, the guys will be outside, the women be in the house, the kids be in the house, then they get the shit talking shit about who when they were kids, and you start hearing stories, and you start looking at people like, you used to do that shit? And then I look up and everyone's gone. 2 of my cousins are now my ancestors. Both of my grandmothers are my ancestors. Both of my grandfathers are my ancestors. Like, it's not the same. This is the part of growing up that I absolutely fucking hate, because eventually death is going to get closer and closer. Till one day, it's going to come for me like it comes for everybody. But when I say last night, I came to the realization that eventually it's going to take the people that I'm closest to before it takes me. And I freaked out. I freaked out. Why this happened last night, most likely it's the holiday. I'm older now to realize that when I was young, my aunts and mother and everybody was roughly my age. And think about, damn, they were my age losing people. So this is roughly that time. And then I started thinking, I don't have kids. I want kids. That's something I do want. I never found someone I really want to have them with. But when I have them and they grow, they're not going to have the same childhood I did. They're not going to be surrounded with the family that I had, because all of them are gonna be either gone or too old to really, and it sucks. It really fucking sucks. It sucks. I mean, it's not like they're gonna. I mean, they're not gonna miss out. They're still gonna be surrounded with people who love them. But it's not gonna be my childhood. They're not gonna. They're not gonna get to see my grandmother in action, except for the videos we have and the pictures. And by the time they're older, who knows who's gonna be really left? When they start forming memories, like who's gonna be really left for them to know? And I have to think, I'm pretty sure my parents felt this way about us when we were younger. Like my mom, she had an uncle that she just knew he didn't like her. She just swore up and down he didn't like her. And come to find out she was his favorite. I never got to meet him. Yeah, I think your parents, your aunts and uncles and grandparents, they had whole lives before we were here. And all we have left are pictures, our stories. Sucks. But they not gonna not know her. They gonna know her. We got plenty of video and plenty of pictures. They gonna know her. They gonna know everybody. Life is hitting last week. They may be going in the roof and hold the pinata. It's grown up shit. Like, exactly. Like that first year, let me tell you, that first year that I actually got to be in the kitchen with the women folk. When I stopped being a little kid and start, cause like as a little kid, your first step into adulthood is you go get the utensils and stuff, get stuff out the back room, bring the food up. But then to be in there, to actually make one of the dishes, at least I got to see my grandmother eat my banana pudding. Like, and she said it was good. She ate all of it. I done made her sweet potato pie. I done made her green. And I still feel like a little kid. Like, I don't feel. Now I have to buy kid. I ain't doing that. Well, to be fair, we were pretty much already doing that shit. But now it's like, yeah, you are now the one responsible for black wife, what's up? You are now responsible for the actual buying shit. Like this ain't just, oh, you got your own place now. This is like you're an adult. And I don't feel like it. Happy gratitude day to you too, baby. But it was the first one without her. I didn't like it. I didn't like the thought of it. But when I got over there, to be fair, 18 is old in your culture. What the fuck? Did the motherland motherfuckers are getting married at 12 and 13? Oh, damn. I married my ex when I was 13. I'd be miserable. Yeah, that's that generational trauma. Yeah, you're right. I think in my head, I'm it like, and that's one thing about me. I always make shit a lot bigger in my head. I just knew this was gonna be like, like I didn't want to go. At first, I didn't want to go, but at the same time, I wanted to go. So I went, got over there. It was weird seeing the yard so bare. It was even like not a lot of people. And then got in there. We had, you know, the basic foods and everything. Def had turkey. And it's only when you get older when you start realizing that everybody didn't like all the food. And it's like, damn, everybody don't like this, everybody don't like that, so you had the shit that people like. Like people found like on the radio, dude said he told his mom that he didn't like turkey. She was like, shit, I didn't like it either. She said, I just made it because I thought y'all ate it. Like, bro, my great grandfather was a fucking assassin at 16 and was still one in like his 50s. Like, well, oh, damn. Well, this is, I think, why this shit came out in my end of day lesson for everybody yesterday, because it's like, be thankful for what got you here. Be thankful and grateful for what you got now, who you are now, because all of that shit that you went through, it made you who you are. Everything made you who you are. The people you lost, they made you who you are. But when I got over there, I do the same thing. It don't matter if she is physically there or not. Every time I have gone in that house, I have always told my grandmother, hey, it did not change because she is physically not there. So when I came in the house, still said, hey, grandma. Went to her room, told her, hey, they had her back there listening to Christmas music. Told her, hey, saw what she was up to. Sat in the living room. You know, did everything, and then by the end of the night, we were all laughing and joking. And it was like she wasn't gone. I could see, like, and I saw so much of her in my aunt. Like, a lot of her mannerisms, the way she spoke, especially when she was fighting with my brother. Yeah. Definitely my grandma. She wasn't gone. And I guess I didn't really need to feel her in there, because at one point I was like, she's here. I could feel, like, I didn't feel her the way I normally would feel shit, but I was like, she's here. Because everybody was starting to, like, congregate in the kitchen. We were starting to get plates and stuff together. So when she came in, it was like she was standing at the door. All right. Who got what? Who need what? Let's get these plates out. And we ate. And as we were cleaning up, at some point I could literally hear her, because she always like, all right now. What we got? What we got was what needs to be done. Everything was being done. And oh my God. When I say it turned out better than I expected. It did. It turned out way better than I expected. So, appreciate your people while they're here. Because they won't be forever. And I have some of the best memories of that woman. And yes, they got their ancestor plate. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. And they put a lot of stuff on it. You cannot have this. This is too spicy. And I'm not cleaning up vomit because you threw it up. No. I already got 3 spots in there to clean up, because I don't know what the fuck y'all got into. It's really not. It's mind you, this is from my birthday. I've had it in the refrigerator. But the restaurant that I like going to, um, first time I had it, like every time I go there, I make them bring me more. Big, what's going on, sugar? And when I went there this year, I said this is not as spicy as it was last year. Like what the hell? And mind you, it's not that I'm a big spicy fan, but I'm like this is not as spicy. Like I literally have to eat a good bit of it before I start tasting the spice. So I'm like, did the recipe change? Cause this is Usually when I would eat this bread, it would clear my sinuses right out. And I told my waitress, I was like, hey, can you bring me some more of that spicy bread? She was like, yeah. She went out, brought me a whole damn box of it. She said, I looked at it and I was like, that's a lot of bread, but you asked for it. I did. And I'm going to eat it too. I literally only have these two pieces left. No, you cannot have it. And I'm going to make you leave the room if you keep on. How you doing, big? Is Jada Jean with homegirl? Nope. He's so hard headed. Does Jay have feelings for you? Nope. Should you cut Jay off? Nope. Hot girl, what's going on? Thank you for following, sugar. It's because she's going through shit and saying nobody's there for her, but I'm there. In one way, maybe she genuinely feels that way. Excuse me. And in another way, she might just be an attention seeking whore. You never know. You never know. You ain't gotta cut her off, but you ain't gotta entertain her bullshit either. This woman's name is Clitorius. This woman's name is Clitorius. Cletorious. Let me just. It's a fugitive file. She's 34. I'm not gonna say her whole name and everything. Wanted for violating the terms and conditions of her supervised probation. She removed her ankle bracelet and her whereabouts are unknown. The clitorius is missing. And highly wanted, apparently. Does Jay value your friendship? Nope. Honestly, she sounds like an attention seeker. These motherfuckers said word on the street is that her sister Hyman was busted years ago. History's longest manhunt continues. She's totally gonna get away because it's impossible for men to find it. Oh my lord. I want you to hire a lawyer or get herself off. Oh. And I only asked if she was into me because Rita's told me a homegirl wants me, but got friend zone, and that's literally my girlfriend. Girlfriend spaced out. And happy gratitude day to you, one. Oh, that's cute. Will my event be successful tomorrow? What the hell do you do? Because you asked this a lot. No. It will not. Doesn't mean it's not going to be good, but I don't know what you consider successful. Should I go watch the movie with my family tonight? No. What are they trying to watch? Will it lead to more and better opportunities? What fell out was yes. What I pulled was no. So I'm going to say that yes, it will lead to more opportunities, but it will not lead to better opportunities. A lot of tension. I'm just chilling in the room. I mean, sometimes that's the best place to be. What is that? Lena? Lena May? Lena Ma? Oh, I heard about that. So this, let me tell you what I did. So, you know that purse I was talking about? What I said was, if it was from my future child, my future daughter, that my baby girl would have to get that purse to be under $25 for me to buy it. And the day I said it, it was not. It was 28.99. But it had like a 5% coupon off. When you did that, it still wasn't 25. So I happened to be looking on, because you know, every fucking social media sits there and tells you, hey, look at these things off of Amazon. So I looked, and the purse was one of them. And I was like, well, shit, the price done went up because it was $32. And I said, well, not getting that. And I look at my search history, and it's the same purse, but it's not the same seller that I was looking at. I look at the seller that I was looking at before, and it dropped down to $23. So I went ahead and got it. I swear that looks like it says Hex and Beast backwards, but what's going on? You know what? Me singing is probably why UMG and Sony flagged my fucking place, my video so much. Probably don't know, don't care. But you know they did not flag that last one. Like I did submit the appeal or the dispute for one, and they literally just let it go. Should I even eat the food my brother made? I have pasta in my room. I'm gonna just make that. Should you eat the food your brother made? It's a lot of no going on for this to be and I don't have a negative mood, so this is some shit. Is this still posting from yesterday? Oh my god. This is still posted from yesterday. Yeah, it's a lot of no going on, and I'm not even in a negative mood. Like, I'm actually in a really good fucking mood. Tell you a lot of shit going on between he and I. I was putting in the work to mend that relationship, but miserable people are gonna be miserable. That's right. You cannot make somebody be what you want them to be. You can't make them do what you want them to do. And a lot of us don't like that. But the faster you come to terms with that, the better your life gonna be. If you have done, to me, I believe in giving things a fair shot. I believe in giving things the good old college try. And you know what? College ain't for everybody. So if you did it and it didn't work, like at 3 a.m., he told me to stay away from his kid, even though he moved into my place. Excuse me? Excuse me? Stay away from your kid, and you live in my place? You live with me? How about this? You keep your kid away from me and move the fuck out. Just because they your family don't mean you got to put up with their bullshit. Krisha, don't do that. Mm. Like he moved in and tried a certain dominance. name on the lease? That's the question. Who name is on the documentation? I should have got crumbs all over my face. Um, I love my nephew, but my brother hates his life and is jealous of the fact that I have nothing holding me down. Let me tell you something. Okay. So basically, everybody I went to, well, I ain't gonna say everybody I went to school with, but most of the people that I went to school with immediately got knocked up. Like within 5 years, basically, people were popping out kids if they weren't pregnant when we were in school. Now, me, I told y'all before that when I was younger, when I was in elementary school, I wanted 4 kids. I have always wanted 4 kids. 2 girls, 2 boys. Always wanted 4 kids. Every stair step in education, I took off 1 kid. I wanted less kids. Elementary, I wanted 4. Middle, I wanted 3. High school, I wanted 2. By the time I got to college, I was like, I'll be fine with 1. When I got out of college, I was like, I don't want no kids. I mean, now I'm realizing why I was saying that. But I genuinely want kids. What I do know and what I do realize is that a lot of people were having these kids young for different reasons. Some were genuine, damn. Condoms break, they got caught up in the moment, that type of shit. But others were having kids because they had horrible home lives. They didn't have anything to. One of my friends, I told y'all before, I had a friend I went to school with, and she said she wanted to get pregnant because she wanted to have something to love, and I told her I had to get a puppy. I showed my brother nothing but love, and I'm always met with glances and criticism like you're supposed to be my big bro, but you're busy hating like you're 31. Just because you hate your life doesn't mean I have to hate mine. Now, some of that could be, not saying it is, some of that could be, he's 31, you're 19. That's about 11, 12 years difference. It could be that he feels like he raised you. I mean, you're 18, it's even more. That means he was even older when you were a baby. There's no telling what he had to give up to. I don't know if he looked after you or whatever, but it's a lot of things that come with an age gap like that. This is what I'm learning. I'm very blunt. He's 13 years old. His birthday's the day before yours. He was never around. Y'all never lived in the same house. So why y'all living together now? Why does this look like my mic is spiking? Let's go to the microphone. That thing is not that loud in here, so I don't know. I'm not even about to worry about it. I'm gonna tell you is what I'm learning the older I get is that though I am very blunt, I told you I tailor my responses towards the person. And it's not a matter of sugarcoating, and I need to stop thinking that I'm sugarcoating it. Is that some people take things a different way. And he might just take shit differently. Live together now because the motherfucker's depressed and smokes all day. Literally has nothing going for him. He wouldn't be in my house. He would not be in my house. It's called tough love. My sister invited him in, and we've been miserable since. Like, you at this point, you're grown. Bro, get your shit together and work. If he ain't getting mailed up, I was like, look here. You got only so much time before you gonna have to leave. Cause like I probably would have, most likely I'd have been kicked his ass out. And like I said, I don't know what he has going on or what he doesn't have going on. I don't know what's going on with him. Sometimes a little compassion works, but then again, some people really are just horrible, miserable people. And as nice as you are, as polite as you are to them, some people just, oh, you can't come out because your mama kick you out, and that's why you stacking. Makes sense. So he can be in. Basically, he's saying that he can be an asshole because mommy's gonna save him. I'm gonna try so hard to save her son, but lost the other. Like I said, I haven't been a human parent. I have been an aunt. I have been a godmother. I have been a puppy parent. And from what I've seen, one of the hardest positions for a parent is when your kids don't get along. Like, genuinely don't get along. And you get put in that position of having to choose. No parent wants to choose. Some parents literally have to realize that their kids are fucking horrible kids. She's gonna do everything in her power to save her. That's just what a mom is gonna do. That's her baby. She carried him for 9 months. She gonna try to save that baby. That's just what mama gonna do. But at some point, mama gonna realize whether or not he's worth it. Why does my brother resent me so much? Well, let's find out. Seven of Swords is inverted. You don't see the smoke screen. You don't see. While everyone else is caught up in the actual magical act that the magician is doing, you're caught up in, oh, there's an assistant over there. Oh, that's over there. Oh, that's a small. Oh, that's a false bottom. You're looking at basically the logistics of the magical act. You're seeing past the smoke and mirrors and you're looking at what's actually going on. Basically, you are not fooled by the facade. You got the Ten of Pentacles inverted. This is Fool's Gold. This is chasing a treasure chest that is not there. This is a treasure that is not his, that will never be his. So he's looking for something, and it's like having a strict idea of what it should be, and he's so pissed off that it's not like that. Scorpio, what's up? That's kind of what this is. He has an idea of like the Brady Bunch family, and Brady Bunch is not what he's getting. Not saying that's what he's looking for, but basically, I guess the best way to say it is like someone says, I got a red fruit if you want it. And you're like, oh shit, bet, yeah. Your idea is an apple. And they hand you a tomato. That's basically what it is. Wheel of Fortune is upright. You pretty much you have luck on your side. He feels like you got everything. Like Scar told Mufasa, he's like, you may have got when it comes to the muscles, I'm at the shallow end of the gene pool. But when it comes to brains, I got the lion's share. You got the lion's share. That's what he's saying. You seem to have everything. And again, he didn't grow up with you. So you don't know what he's gone through just to get where he is now. You got the Chariot inverted. This is either being stuck or going backwards. Not being driven. He may feel like you're not as driven. He may feel like that, coupled with the Wheel of Fortune in front of that, he feels like you just got dumb luck. Like you're not working for the shit that you got. You got the Knight of Wands inverted. This is a Tyrannosaurus Rex does not operate just by motion. It can smell its prey. This is if you're going to get hit by lightning, you're going to get hit by lightning. If you're going to, basically, if you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to have a heart attack. Ain't nothing going to save you. It's inevitable. Basically, this is saying it's inevitable. Staying still is not going to make you invisible. The High Priestess upright, I think this might be Mama. He may feel like Mama's a little soft on you. He may feel like you're Mama's favorite. Mama knows why he doesn't take to you. And then the Eight of Cups is upright. This is all of these cards come down to this. This is thinking the grass is greener on the other side, and the thing that makes him think that is his emotions. He thinks that you have everything. Like, why am I on this side with just 2 little cups? And he has 7 cups over there. That's not fair. Okay, well, his cups could be plastic. His cups can be acrylic. Your cups are solid gold. Your cups are made of with the highest quality platinum. But he has more. He has fake cups. So his emotions are all in it. Like, he feels like he's gotten the short end of the stick. To be fair, I'm the youngest. I'm the one who's closest to her. I'm the one who asks her about her day if she wants to talk, but my siblings don't see that. Older siblings tend not to see that. Especially if it's a lot of y'all. You have to think. The oldest sibling, and I don't know if he's the oldest or not, but the oldest sibling is the guinea pig. Okay? The oldest sibling is raised through trial and error. Whatever doesn't work for the oldest sibling, the parent corrects it in the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And by the time they get to the baby is usually spoiled. That's just what it is, because usually the parents spent all this energy in that first kid trying to correct things and guide it and do this and do that, that they come off overbearing. So when it comes to that baby, they realize, hey, we need to be a little more lenient. And it's unfortunate, and it's not fair to the oldest or the youngest, but it is what it is. As far as your brother, he may, and you say he didn't grow up with you. So that's another thing. You got mommy. You grew up with mommy. As the youngest, you got all of her attention. He's the oldest. 4 of us, my brother went through hell growing up. He doesn't realize we all did individually. We all suffer. I just don't let it make me. Being the oldest and of boys, he caught hell. Yeah, he caught hell. He's the oldest boy, so he was the one who's supposed to set the foundation. He's supposed to be, basically he's y'all's keeper. He's supposed to make sure y'all on the straight and narrow. He had, technically, he would have had a lot of pressure on him being the firstborn boy. And then to see all of the shit that he went through, and then to look at you as the baby, and to him, you're coasting through life. You feel like it's unfair. With his son, your nephew, when he says, don't get near my kid, there's no telling what he went through. Again, there is no telling what the fuck he went through. But it's also, I didn't get to be around mommy, so I'm going to punish you. I'm not going to let you have a relationship with your nephew because I didn't get to have the relationship that you have with mommy. It's childish, but men are not good with emotions. The one emotion men are typically good at is anger. It's very easy to do anger. What he's doing, honestly speaking, your mom is not gonna be able to do it. And you said you have a sister, she might be able to do it because typically it takes a female touch in situations like this where he just needs that soft hand. It's like, okay, you are the eldest boy. You have a baby. You don't have a job. You have to live, and this is another ego hit right here because he's the eldest and he has to live with his baby siblings, with his child. He feels like an utter failure. Like he feels like nothing's going right and nothing will be right. Most likely this is misplaced anger. This is your byproduct. You're catching his anger because you are physical, you are tangible, and he can get to you. And he can watch and make sure that someone else feels pain like he felt pain. It is a lot of projection. A lot of this is projection. Yes, it is. This could be explained if there was a way to sit down and just talk to him. Depending on how you come to it, guys don't tend to come softly. It's usually like, bro, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's going on between us? And a lot of guys will push it away. Usually it takes a soft female to come in and be like, so are you okay? Like, well, what's all this? Why are you being so why are you being so mean? Sometimes it takes to call it exactly what it is. Like we shoved each other the other day, and I had to hold myself back from swinging because once again, my mom begged me not to. Listening to this, your mom begged you not to swing, though y'all shoved each other. It sounds like she's protecting him from you. Not saying that this is what it is, but it sounds like she's protecting him from you. Like she understands that High Priestess card, she knows something you don't. And again, this is mom. Mom doesn't want her kids to fight. She wants them to get along. She wants them to love each other. Are you bigger than him? Been fighting my whole life. I don't flaunt, but I can hold my own. He and I have about the same build. Okay. This would be like honestly, family therapy would probably do y'all wonders. But I would say, why is this phone so hot? Why are all my devices just like over fucking heating? Like I get I need new devices, but can y'all hold off until I'm ready to purchase them? I say that phone is hot. It's hot. Um, and if you just bought me a plate, like I want to cry, man. I will tell you what I did. The short of it is, don't punish the child for the parent. Years ago, when I dated the guy, I was dating for about 10 years. Me and one of his sisters got into it. I'm that type. I don't hold back. I don't hold my tongue. I don't lie. I don't have fucking time or patience for it. I said what it was, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. To the point where her brother, the guy I was dating, had to fly like a bat out of hell down the goddamn highway to get to us because I parked in a fucking parking lot. Told him we just gonna have to throw hands. I took off all my shit. Her husband was there, and he told her flat out, "You asked for this. You've been fucking with this girl for the longest. Take what you get." Her husband would not intervene. Her brother came to try to talk me down. Not talk her out of it because she wouldn't fight me. His other sister sided with that sister. She knew the entire story. Why? Because the brother told her. The guy I was dating told her exactly what happened. And when he told it to me, no, his father told it to me. His father told me he asked her, like, what's your issue? Why do you not like Madam? What did Madam do to you? And she was like, oh, it's because of her and my sister. And then he said, what does that have to do with you? She said, about the sister, she said, she's my sister. And whether she's right or wrong, I'm going to stand behind her. Valiant, yes. Stupid, abso-fucking-lutely. This sister then gets pregnant. If I'm right, they didn't believe in birth control. So she gets pregnant. They cannot afford the baby. At that time, I had signed up with all these baby websites and everything, like Gerber and Infamil and all that. And I was getting all these free boxes of baby stuff. And I was like, cool, because I have a god kid that's due. Her kid was already there. My god kid wasn't due for another 5 months. So I was going to get all this together, give it like a big package for my god kid. Her father tells me how they can't afford it. Like, no one can help because at this point, everybody was struggling. So I said, okay. I have like 3 big boxes of baby formula. She wasn't breastfeeding. I don't know if she could. But I went ahead and just, much as she hated me, I had no issue with this sister. In fact, this particular sister was my favorite one. I thought she was just so, I just love, out of the 3 sisters, she was my absolute favorite one. I took the boxes of baby stuff that I was going to save for my god kid. Took it to my boyfriend at the time. And told him, I said, give this to your sister. And he looked at me and he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. I said, hell, I can't use it. My god kid won't be here for another 5 to 7 months. And she needs it right now. Whether she will tell me or not, she needs it. They absolutely had no money. When I say no money, they had no money. Never heard a thanks or nothing from her. Then I was over there one day, and their dad sat down and talked to me, and he was like, do you know how grateful she was to get that? I said, what? He said, she probably won't tell it to you because of her animosity towards you and her loyalty towards her sister. But they needed that. She said, and that honestly saved them. Because when I say they couldn't afford to get any kind of formula and everything, they couldn't afford it. I didn't realize how expensive fucking milk was. I finally see her later. She doesn't speak to me. She doesn't look at me. I said, hey, did you get the stuff for the baby? She said, oh yeah, thanks. No problem. I refuse to let a baby, an innocent fucking soul, suffer because of their parent. That baby didn't ask to be here. That baby didn't ask to be hungry. That baby didn't ask to, I guess, not be able to be breastfed. That baby didn't ask for none of that. And despite how much she hated me, there was a life at stake. There was a baby that needed help. I don't give a fuck who the parent is. That baby needed help. And I was able to do it. I don't think the universe would have put me in the path of that situation and not have me help that kid. And I'm never gonna stop loving that kid like I don't like my brother, not my nephew. Exactly. Any generational trauma, because I know that pain. Yes, your dad didn't get along with his siblings. Yeah. Yeah, relate that. I remember them sitting me down and being refused food at cookouts because I was Enrique's kid. Yeah. I'm not gonna ever do that to a kid. Now, unless the kid is the absolute asshole on its own, then we can talk about that. But a young kid, one that don't even have its own fucking identity, no. No. Your whole identity is you are that person's baby. That is your entire identity until you create your identity. I'm not gonna fault that child. So he can say, stay away from my kid and blah, blah, blah. That's his right. But guess what? You live in a household with us. I'm not about to tow around this kid. I'm not about to let this child think that no one cares about them because you're trying to get this kid. Your brother is so focused on hurting you that he's willing to hurt his child. That's basically what this boils down to. Your brother is so focused on getting back at you for whatever fucking reason that he's like, oh, you love my kid? Perfect. I'll take that away from you. You won't get to see him. You can't talk to him. You can have all that fucking animosity all day. But I'm not about to sit here and be mean to this child because you're a fucking idiot. Don't make a scene in front of that kid. If you are sitting down one day playing the game and he come in, Uncle Matt, look what I drew. And he want to sit here and talk about this damn blob that he drew that is an actual fucking dynamic scene of a dragon fighting a damn Snorlax on top of a fucking narwhal with a fucking, one got a fucking baguette and the other got a big ass fucking mozzarella stick and they went at it. You sit there, you listen to, you ask goddamn questions. That's what you do. Because guess what? That kid gonna be hurt. Fuck whatever your brother is thinking. Don't punish that kid for him. Taryn Capricorn, what's up? Or Taran. Could be Taran. Child, I remember one of my god babies. And to this day, I can't forget that because I was, it was pissed. Your nephew's 10. So he at that age where he's creating fucking core memories. We play zombies, and he's always going to remember sitting down playing zombies with Uncle Matt. Theo Matt. Instead of Matthew, it's Matteo. When I zombies when I can, and he was showing me how he made it through round 60. Damn. And my brother looked at me with pure hatred when I was talking to my nephew, and he could keep looking. Because apparently he know enough that he don't need to say shit in front of that child. So what? Let them look. I was raised up. They can say whatever the fuck they want to about you as long as they don't touch you. And I was always, and let me tell you something, what I always did. And to this day, I do it. Hell, I've done it to family members. Whenever somebody came up to me and they had an issue with me, and it was always their fucking issue. Especially if I heard it. Not that they had an issue, but I keep hearing it. So I go up to them. I'm like, do we have a problem? Is there something we need to talk about? You got a problem with me? Because I always ask, do you have a problem with me? How does your nephew feel about you in this whole situation? Queen of Cups upright, emotional. There's a lot of emotion that he has to keep bottled up inside that mausoleum. The Eight of Cups is inverted. How your brother had this upright where he thinks the grass is greener on the other side. Your nephew don't think that. Your nephew's emotions are not making him think that one person is better than the other. He's a kid. He's just like, oh, me and uncle can talk about this. Me and dad can talk about that. Knight of Pentacles is inverted. He don't see a benefit in it. He don't see it being the whole situation. He's like, it's not helping nobody. So why is it happening? And at the end of the day, the world, he thinks the fucking world of you. There's no clear way to put it. He thinks the world of you. He sees distance with you. He sees, oh man, I can't wait till I get like to Uncle Matt's age, and oh man, what am I gonna do with Uncle Matt tomorrow? Now he thinks the fucking world of you. He is at that age in life where he needs as much male figures around him as possible. It's fine. It is absolutely okay to cry. You gotta think, at 10 years old, your nephew comes to you with shit. Like, let's start there. At 10 years old, you gotta think, kids will lie. Kids will lie. Okay? That's toxic as fuck, Matthew, and I want you to stop that. It is okay to cry. I don't give you fuck what you are, male, female, or otherwise. It is absolutely okay to cry. And I want you to teach it to him that it's okay to cry. That little boy is at an age where he's going to need people. Where you got to think, 10 years old, he ain't that far from some changes now. And his horn dog uncle is the perfect person to explain it to him. It's okay. Kids are not blind. Kids are not stupid. So he may see, or he may think what's going on. He don't see you no different. He sees, that's my uncle. I can go to him about this. I can go to him about that. Let me see something. Did he bring you a plate because he wanted to? Was he told to? Your mama told him to bring you a plate. At least that's what I'm expecting. Because that card I see is your mama. Your mother, if she knows how bad you and your brother don't get along, why would she send your nephew to come bring you a plate of food? My nephew is sheltered like he's a goofy kid. Good. Who's the female in there? Is it your sister? Because I always see that card as your sister. Probably your sister. It's some maternal figure. Trying to show him the world sucks, but you have to fight back. Yeah? Not my kid. Yeah. It's not your job to place ideals in his head, but it is your job to show him reality. It is your job to prepare him, because at the end of the day, that is a kid. And whoever can prepare him for the world, yeah, you're his family. You're his family. I always wondered what? How would you be as a father? How are you with your nephew? Because you gotta think, there's only two real ways that people are with things that are not theirs. They either don't give a fuck about it because it's not theirs, or they treat it very, very carefully and with respect because it's not theirs. You've been having dreams of a little mini me running around, and your mom has been having dreams too. Mom ended up dreaming of fishes. Are you having a kid soon? Yeah. Um, how soon? Is it the next relationship? Not the next one. Is that part of the reason they don't want me in one? I mean, it is the reason they don't want you in one, but it's not the next relationship. Mm-hmm. That's that you celibate. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's what I got to say. A lot like y'all always help me put up with me. I think I get this from my other grandmother, my dad's mom. She was a foster parent. She has maybe hundreds of foster kids. And that part is in me. And anybody that I can help in without going batshit insane. I will see your streams and pass up, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. I'm picky about who reads me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to be picky. I told y'all. You're the most precious thing that you have. You are supposed to be picky about who you give any part of yourself to. Why you don't like mail readers? I mean, if I have to go by your track record, not the best relationship with your dad, definitely a strained relationship with your oldest brother, which is a male figure that you're supposed to look up to, and you can't right now. Could be that. And give up a vibe I don't like. And as a male, you are the best judge of that. You know, most of them are on judge, but there's things we can't relate to. It's possible. But then again, you never know. Not saying that you are gay, but you'd be surprised at what you can find to relate to people. You can ask a woman about girls because y'all were once there. You say this like I'm not still a girl. The fuck? I'm just a big girl. Just a big girl. That's it. I mean, there is a difference between women and girls. Yes. You know what? I have never put this up on here, but you know, I might as well add these on here. That's two. That's three. That's what the hell? Why not? You're gonna have me walking around calling people compa now, just so you know. Like what kind of Spanish is that? I know that sounds weird as shit, but I mean, Portuguese is Portuguese. Which yeah, which Spanish is that? Because I've never heard someone say compa as friend. It's Chicano Americanized. When my brother and I reconcile, eventually, and I hate to say it, but if I go by this, the first thing I think is when your mother dies. That might be years from now. Well, ain't no might. It is years from now. If I go by that, it is either when your mother passes or it is when your mother doesn't directly influence it. It's more like just watching over it, but doesn't have a direct influence in it. Like I said, Chicanos are too American for Mexican, too Mexican for American. That's right. Speak a lot of Spanglish. You can't speak Spanish? Like, okay, so did your family? Yeah, when he gets over his mommy issues, that's the best. Yeah. Whew, excuse me. But yeah, that's the best way to see it. And honestly speaking, it may. I don't know if he is with his baby's mother, but it could be a female. It could be your mom. It could be your sister, or it could be some girl that he ends up dating, or you end up dating. It could be some female that steps in and it's like, what the fuck is your problem? You don't even know your brother. My family speaks, but we were never taught. My dad knew, but was only around when he wanted to. My mom was never taught. Oh, okay. This is why I don't need to have nails. Because this is all I do with them. I don't know if this is like my idea of a fidget spinner, but I love the clicking. Can I describe your future baby mama? Probably not. Are you going to fuck up? Or will you be happy with the person? Neither. You're not going to fuck up, but it doesn't look like you'll be happy with the person either. That does not mean you're going to continue a generational curse. That does not mean it could be. You gotta think, like, a lot of people are better as friends. However male is in your family. Whew, child, let's not speak about how men are in the family. Oh, let's not. But let's put it like this. You don't have to continue a generational curse. You don't have to continue a stereotype. Nothing like that. You don't have to do it. What I will say is, a lot of people who, like I said, I went to it. A lot of people are now pregnant. Or not just pregnant, but have like a lot of kids. And they are not with the person they had kids with. And some of them are, and they are miserable. And that is because they had kids early. Before they knew who they were, before they knew what they liked. Some lucky ones, managed to get it right. You have a sibling you don't know about. I mean, if your daddy was a Rolling Stone, your dad was a Rolling Stone. You have a sibling you don't know about? God damn, why all these cars got pulled? Um, mm, no, no, yes. I would say you are more likely to not have a sibling that you don't know about than you are to have a sibling that you don't know about. Or it could be like one of those cousins of yours could be your sibling. I don't know. But it looks like the majority answer is no, you don't have a sibling that you don't know about. Are you Daniel's son? No. If I go out that card, it looks like that was a secret that she wanted to go to her grave with. And it looks like your grandmother might know. No disrespect to my mom, but I look like my Tia, and he's always looked out for me. Does my Tio Danny wish I was his? Yes. Honestly, he was in love. There's no was. He still is. See, that is something I never want to have happen. This is why I say I try to just go for what I want. Are you a love child? Yes. And this looks like someone was stressed as fuck when it happened. I don't want to go to my grave with the man. I wish I could have been with this person that I was so in love with. I don't want to do that to myself. If I'm in love with somebody, I'm gonna let them know. If I want somebody, I'm gonna let them know because the worst thing you can tell me is no. No, I'm not interested. No, you're not my type. Fine. I'm gonna tell you a secret, Matthew. This is something that a lot of people don't know, but some old people do. A woman pregnant with a child can imprint on that child things that they really care about. For example, if your mother got pregnant and she wished and hoped that she could be with the man she really wanted to be with, no shade and no slight to your father. But if she really wanted to be with someone else, it is very possible that that child will come out looking like the person she's really in love with. Now I know chemically, genetically, scientifically, it makes no sense. Like there's no proof of it. However, I know personally, not saying it was me, but I know someone who was pregnant and there was a birthmark. If I'm remembering right, there was a birthmark. that they absolutely loved, and their child ended up with it. Not me, but I do know someone who absolutely every time they saw this birthmark, they always stared at it. Always look, it was just this one specific birthmark. They just loved it. Their child now has that birthmark. And no, this isn't this is somebody. No, this is a woman with a male child looking at a birthmark on another woman. This is not a birthmark that's just passed down through the family. So, if you happen to look a lot like your uncle, it's possible that your mother really, really cared about him. Why has my T.O. Danny always looked out for me? It's probably not something you would know until you got older, but some men genuinely just care about people. And you have to think, if your uncle was so in love with your mother, he's going to love everything about her and everything or everyone she creates. That includes her kids. And you, being the baby, being the youngest, probably the one he has the most interaction with. You never know. Let's see. Why has Theo Danny always looked out for him? Besides the fact of familial responsibility. Your mother. The strength card is inverted. This is literally a maternal card. It's his weakness. Your mom is his weakness. That's his bottom line. The sun is upright. You remind him of what he could have had. Because maybe, I don't know if he has kids or not. Maybe he can't have kids, and this is the closest he can get to having a kid with the woman he loves. But you make him happy. And the Ace of Pentacles is inverted. This is not so much a new opportunity to do something, but it's like he knows he's not going to get that opportunity. Spoiled dickheads. Well, some people overcompensate. You've been planning something. I can neither confirm nor deny any knowledge, any knowledge of any criminalistic activities or doings or happenings. I can't do it. A couple years ago, we went to Mexico, and he and I were talking and drinking. Then the tears came. Oh shit! He told me specific words to live by, and I have been. When I get my car, I'm going to get it on your car. Get it as a tattoo. Invite him to a steakhouse and talk about how life is going. Will he be proud of me? I was the high school dropout that wanted nothing in life. You just play video games all day? You're young. You're in that position to always turn your life around. He's gonna be proud of you. That's not even something I have to pull on. He's gonna be proud of you. And this is a very maternal spirit in here, and I don't know where this is coming from, but you know what it is, what it is. Not saying that there's a spirit in here, but like there's a very maternal vibe to me right now. And I have no idea where it's from. Sometimes I wish things were different. Like I wish he was my dad. It's probably my grandma. I'm gonna call her back. She's sassy as hell. Most assuredly call her back. But every time I ask about the family, she shows up. It's possible. Um, let's put it like this: if he was your dad, you would not be you. You would be one of those spoiled dickheads. You had to be born from the parent that you were born from. And just because he's not biologically your father does not mean he cannot be your father. That's all this look crooked. I don't know. Everything was crooked for me. Getting emotional, but I've always wondered, why did my dad never care about me? My dear, that is not something you should worry about. You cannot take ownership of someone else's turmoil. There are a multitude of reasons why someone could have walked away from the child they helped create. Don't think that, because it's very, very possible that he didn't walk away from you, but he might have walked away from being with a woman who was, maybe she was genuinely in love with your uncle and he couldn't compete. That is something that, mm, how does he feel about you is the question I'm willing to answer. But why he walked away from you, that's not something I even want on your mind. He feels like your mother lied and that you're your uncle's. Seven of Pentacles is upright. That's Scheherazade telling the story to the king, to the what the Shah, the Ra, whatever it is, but telling the stories so he would not keep killing people. This is basically a lie. He feels like you are a lie. He feels like you are a story. The death card is inverted. It was stagnant. It was something that should have ended that didn't. And the fool is inverted. This is not being naive. This is refusing to be stupid. It could, I mean, it was a stupid move, but this is, yeah. He is like, I will not be made a fool of. That's basically what it is. Because out of all your siblings, you're probably the only one that really looks like your uncle. Hello. Ooh, that is the most intense ringing I have had in a minute. Ooh, damn. I'm gonna assume that was it, cause fucking hell. That must have been it, cause baby, that ringing right there, fuck. I guess it's like it's ringing true. That's what it is. I went to my Tio Adrian's house and he was there and we were chopping it up and telling stories and my Tio Adrian said I looked like Danny age. My dad just flashed a look. Uh-huh. One that looks like my Tia and I'm the youngest, so imagine. Yeah. Because who knows what happened? I mean, maybe they were supposed to be dating. Maybe they dated when they were younger, and I don't know. The fact is, this was he didn't want to look like a fool anymore. Because honestly, I still feel like your mother and your Theo Danny were in love with each other. And it was very apparent. It's not like no one in the family knew. This is something everybody knew. And when you showed up, he's like, fuck that. I'm not about to sit here and look like an idiot. What about your ex? Like, what are you trying to find out? I be wondering, why do y'all be worrying about y'all exes? Like, I mean, unless it ended amicably, but does your Tio Jr. know that's why your dad is cold to you? No. It ain't ringing there, but it was like, felt weird. If he still thinks about you, the first thing I heard in my head was, "Girl, move the fuck on." I don't know who the fuck that is, but I mean, it's something I really would say. But this is somebody on your side that's telling you to move the fuck on. If he still thinks about you, no, he don't. Uncovering family secrets on Thanksgiving. I mean, it is what it is. Have you ever watched the movie like Water for Chocolate? You should watch the movie Like Water for Chocolate, Matthew. It's funny they said I was a love child even though my parents were married. And my answer to who my poppy is. Like Water for Chocolate, that's the name of it. You just said you were told you were a love child. This is the card that's at the bottom of the deck. Two people wearing masks with a love child up there. You could be, but I don't see it. The reason I say look at Like Water for Chocolate, that whole movie is about, it's a Hispanic family, it's a Hispanic movie, and it's all about this young girl being completely in love with this boy. They were both in love with each other. But her sister, I think she was older. Her sister ended up marrying the guy that she was in love with. They went on, they had kids and everything. But it was obvious that they never got over each other. Eventually, they did end up with each other in the absolute end. But you should watch it. It's a good movie. Are you Junior and Kayla's sibling? No. And then the fact that your second part said cousin, yes. And this would be like uncovering a secret, yes. Following Pull, are you their cousin? That's a no. Are you their sibling? That's not okay. So they were answering. If I go by what I pull, you are either completely their cousin or you are not related to them. But you are definitely not their sibling. You don't even think they're your tios? It's possible. His name is Junior, but he and his sister both look like their mom. Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't think they were your uncle's kids. Someone very maternal is here, and this is maternal to the point where I feel like I'm rocking a baby. Is this whole situation why Josie never liked you? Yep. Josie and the Pussycats, long tails and ears to match, guitars and Persian something. I think Persian hats, Persian cats, Persian something. Josie and the Pussycats. Redeemer, welcome. I think that's the song that not Lestat. Lestat? Was it? No, not Lestat. Akasha, Queen of the Damned, the main fucking character, the dude. I think his song was named Redeemer. Does your mom know you have suspicions? No. And I'll ask this as well. Is your older brother's animosity stemmed in this situation? Nope. So your brother don't have no animosity towards you because of this. Just in case that was another question. You and your brother have difficult or different dads? Like, which one is that supposed to be? Your your mother's a Blaxican. Your brother's a Blaxican. Mother, brother. I mean, he got a kid, so I'm. I heard different dads, and he got a kid, and he's an asshole. And he don't want to do shit in life. Uh, do your sisters think you're Danny's? Nope. Oh, okay. Am I annoyed with you? No. Why would I be annoyed with you? Oh. Well, so I ain't got nothing to be annoyed with you yet. What in the hell does this look like? Is that an angle? What the? That's gonna bother me. I literally look like I'm sitting at a weird angle, and I don't get why. Oh well. You can change the subject. It's up to you. But regardless, you are thoroughly loved, so that is more than some people can say. And if this was su abuela, That was a good woman. Cause this energy is from her. That was a damn good woman. My Tio Jr. is my dad's cousin. Okay. How's he your dad? You know, I'm not about to get into that. Why is he fond of you? The first thing I want to say is why wouldn't he be? Like, if I go by this last card, the first thing I think is your mom. Either your mom or your grandmother. Knight of Cups is inverted. This is like saying there is no intention behind the feeling. Like, mentally ill towards the end. Alzheimer's, dementia, something like that. Um, it's like he doesn't have a reason to do it. The King of Cups is inverted. Literally, there's no logic in it. He just was. He just was. Oh, schizo? Okay. Shit, he was in love with her too. My mom was a good ass woman. My dad just fucked up. And the death card upright. It's something that came to an end. Something that stopped. But honestly, I don't think this is any more about the death card than it is about the woman in the picture. So I will tell you about the woman in the picture because I feel like it is very much so about her and not about what the card is. This woman in this picture, so she married a guy who was an artist, and he wanted to make a lifelike portrait. He wanted to make it as real as possible, and he worked day in, day out trying to make a picture, and he just couldn't. Till he asked her to pose for him. Now, mind you, she really came up to say, hey, dinner's ready or it's time to eat or whatever. Because he will get so wrapped up and caught up and lost in the project that he's in that he will forget to eat. He will forget to take care of himself. So his wife will come up there and be like, babe, you need to stop, put the painting down, and let's go eat. Let's go nourish ourselves. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's go shower. It's not that she was hand holding him, but he needed someone who could break him out of that. He decided he wanted to make a portrait of her. And she said, fine, I will pose for you so long as you want me to. And he painted her. She never moved from that spot. He wanted to put as much of her in the painting, as much energy as he could in the painting. And in the end, he finally got the portrait right. And when he looked up, she was dead. Because he got wrapped up in it and because she loved him. And so this is something he really wanted to do. She then gave herself to him in his, in his project. She died so his creation could live. That is a love that is unlike anything else. That is a love that's like mother to child. Yeah, it's a sad story. This is Edgar Allan Poe. None of his stories are good. None of his stories have happy endings. Well, a few do, but for the most part, they don't. But yeah, this is more about the woman in there. It's the woman. It is that woman who gives herself. That woman who is going to look out, that true idea that a lot of guys have about what a woman is, what a mother is, what a wife is. Someone caring, nurturing. Edgar Allan Poe, actually, he was, a lot of people say he's weird because of all this, but let's face it. He might have been the most normal normal person of that time period. Because have you heard about the shit back then? Either way. Yeah. This was, and because you got to think, at some point she had to get, like, she would have gotten hungry. She would have needed to go to the bathroom or something. But she said she would not move until he was finished. She just died before he did. That's why he's so fond of you. It's the woman. It's the woman that created you. It is the woman that created her. I keep telling y'all, the biggest, bloodiest wars were fought over a woman. Mm-mm-mm. How does T.O. Adrian feel about you? Lena, say one more thing to anybody on my stream, and I promise you, your soul is mine. I mean, your soul is mine anyway. Like, why would you come in here and do that? Because not only is that disrespectful, but you're disrespectful to the deities, the entities, the spirits, the energetic beings that are in here. Do you think there will be anything on this planet, in this realm, or otherwise that could save you? Especially hide behind a fake account? You don't have the capability of sending positive prayers or positive vibes to anyone when you are a shell. You have to be a very worthless individual to do what you've done. How much do you think your soul is worth, Lena? How much do you think you're worth? I guess Lena knows they're worth nothing. So I don't even feel anger towards you, Lena. I feel pity. At least I want to feel pity for you. I really don't feel pity. I'm just amazed at how it would feel to feel like you're worthless and do that because you know it. You have to go through life pretending to be something you can't even pretend to be well. So, which one are you? Pauline? Pamela? Billy Joe? Which one are you? Because you're most surely not this porn star that you have for your profile picture. Someone posting a picture like that, they must think highly of themselves. Hmm. You literally made this page 11 hours ago. whomever you really are, Lena. Doesn't matter. You matter less than your page, less than your comment. It's a sad existence. Anyway. Let's go ahead and block them. Block and block. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to how does your dear Adrian feel about you? Two of Swords is inverted. This is seeing the truth, but it's not so much choosing to be blind to it, it's choosing to say it doesn't matter. Ace of Wands is upright. This is researching. So most likely he has looked into, with as much as he could, looked into mama's baby, papa's maybe. So he's probably looked into seeing who you really belong to. Four of Cups is inverted. This is not being disillusioned, not being, basically you're not going to be able to lie to him. And the Empress is upright. At the end of the day, he's like, you your mama's baby. And because you are your mama's baby, you are his relative. That's all that fucking matter. He don't feel no strange way to you. He don't feel no animosity towards you or nothing. He's just your Theo. Huh? What the fuck just happened? Okay, how does my cousin Turo feel about me? Cause I was about to have some fucking questions. Because I knew for damn sure that bro had a cousin named Turo. I was about to, boy, I was about to say, oh look, family secrets coming out. Anyway. How does your cousin Turo feel about you? I mean, he's not particularly happy. I mean, this is like not happy, not fun. King of Cups is inverted. I mean, Knight of Cups is inverted. This is like boredom. Like you're boring. You're a good person. You're boring. Queen of Pentacles is inverted. He doesn't feel like he can get anything out of you. And the Page of Wands is inverted. You don't need to be known, and that you don't have any real exploitatable aspects about you. I should moisturize my hair. All I did was wash it and blow dried it and just walked out the door. And I should probably put some moisture in it. Oh Lord, I can't read that. What's that say? Confident lady, I think. Oh, confidential melody. Like my background on my computer is dark, so that dark blue, whoo boy, that blends in too well. I am doing readings, yes. Does Turo still have people watching you? Okay, what they pulled, what Spirit pulled was yes, and what I pulled was no. Um, I feel like overall, as far as him assigning people directly to you, like, hey, go watch my cousin. No. But as far as keep an eye out on them, yes. Black wife, welcome back. Jessica, welcome, welcome, welcome. Is someone at my school reporting back to him about you? Yep. First time watching scroll and seeing, wow, may I have a reading? Sure, what kind of reading are you looking for? Do you want to start with the general and work your way from there? Melody, what was your question? Is it a male or female? I didn't even ask the question before I pulled the card. Is it a male? Is it a female? Of course, a female can get closer to you. And if I went by the card that said yes, he had someone watching you, it was three, the Three of Cups, which was three females. I'm not saying it's three females, but if I were him, knowing how much of a horn dog you are, I would literally send a female to watch you. You know who it is? Well, there it is. Jessica, do you want to do a general and work from there? I ain't even said who. Well, apparently, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, and Melody, thank you for following. By all means, ask your question. Whatever spirit says. But if I have a choice, I just moved 2,000 miles away from home. Sometimes wonder if I made the right decision. Did you make the right decision? Hell yeah. You made the right decision. That was literally the Knight of Swords. Moving intentionally. Taking action with action. Doing something on purpose. Yes. It was very clear. Yeah, you did. It's the woman Lala. La 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 la. No, 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 no. La 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 la. La 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 la. Doom doom doo doo. It feels tough and I feel confusion. Well, What do you think would have been harder? Staying where you were or creating a new life where you are? Is the woman someone I was into? Yep. While we grow old and we will live each day in the springtime, 'cause loving you. I'm gonna get something on this one. We might own that. Do you know who it is? Yep. If I go by this card, this is seeing through the smoke and mirrors. So everyone, again, story time. This is one of the ones that technically have a happy ending for Edgar Allan Poe. When Edgar Allan Poe was walking down the street, he saw this mechanical thing, and when he looked at it, he said, "That's not magic. That's not." He said, "There's someone in there moving it," and everyone's like, "You're crazy. You write all this horror shit, all this magical shit, and you don't believe that's magic? Of course it's magic." He told them no. He said, that's obviously a man in a suit." They were like, no, it's not. And he was like, it can't be, blah, blah, blah. So the guy who was here, who owned it, opened it up so they could see underneath there and everything. But they didn't see anything. But they didn't know that there was a false bottom. Basically, Edgar Allan Poe was right and wrong. He was right because he said it wasn't magic and it was a trick. He was wrong because he said it was a guy in a suit. And that he said it was a guy underneath it moving it with magnets or something. And no, it ended up turning out to be, I think it was a guy underneath it. I can't completely remember, but yeah, the guy underneath it will say that. So he was wrong by saying what it was, but he was right by saying it wasn't right or it wasn't true. Is the person Mercedes? Did I miss something up here? Yes. And apparently they've known each other. It looks like they've known each other since childhood. I wanted to know, was Yanni's energy towards me currently? I don't need to know what he is. Y'all, stop doing that. Let's like this. Let the reader ask you. Please stop telling people what sign people are and how old they are. All that shit does is help people who cold read you better. Because the first thing, if they knew certain stuff, they could lie. Why use the idea of like an Aries? An Aries is like, there's known to be argumentative and everything, so they can use that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Was Yanni's energy towards you currently? That's what I'm gonna read. I'm not reading past that. And let me see. Yanni's energy. The justice is inverted, so it's not by the book. Like the way society says this is supposed to go, it is not going that way. So I don't know, let's say Yanni is from like a Catholic upbringing where you do shit a certain way and you're supposed to be straight and like old school Catholic, and Yanni's gay. That would be seen as a sin if I'm correct. Yeah, it's just not going by the book. The Five of Pentacles is inverted, being very cautious, very, very fucking cautious. And then the World is inverted. They don't see it going the distance well. Like, they don't see like marriage, and like if they married you, they feel like it's not gonna be good. Like the road to El Dorado is all about riches and goals and getting everything you want, and they feel like it would be the opposite. Okay, you're right. Well, because I'm scared to move back, I wonder if robbers still think of me. Robbers still think of me, or if you should, if robbers still think of you. No. Should you have pressed charges? No. I didn't because of fear, but I never knew them until trying to buy a car. I wonder if I didn't get away. I wonder if I didn't get away, would have killed me and my baby. Would they have killed you? Yes. Would they have killed the baby? No. Mercedes is a junior. What the fuck does that mean? Like big, like is Mercedes senior and Mercedes junior? I think my brother used to mess with her and with an old sister of her. Okay, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what's going on, Jessica? No, brother, you literally just said that confident, but I felt that. What did I say? I don't know what, because I was trying to catch up and see what was going on. What did I say? What did I say? Why am I not seeing confidential messages? Did I scroll past it? I don't think I did. I see the thank you, but it's not on this. I don't know what the fuck happened. I see is I don't know. Oh, it's a junior, like in high school. Good God. I'm like, what the fuck? I said that confidently. I don't know how else to say it. If a reader is not confident in their readings, that's kind of a bad sign. Now, to be fair, I'm gonna be confident even if I'm unsure. As in, like, I don't know if that's someone you really want to like fuck with. Like that would be like confident uncertainty. But yeah, they would have. And if there was someone the robbers, I mean, they don't think past that. All they know is that boom, we're robbing people. They don't think past that. How does Mercedes feel about? I'm gonna beat the slop out of you, Matthew. I'll tell you that I had a robbery with my daughter. Oh, so it was a robber. Okay. Okay. Trying to buy a car. Had a robbery with my daughter trying to buy a car. But after I gave them everything, they told me that I still wasn't going anywhere at gunpoint. Also, I want to go back sometimes to see my mom. But it's scary. I've never really had a reading or believed it. Just felt scared when you said it. Oh, baby, don't. don't. I'm gonna tell you right now. People who get readings from me get spoiled off of me. They really do. Just telling you now. And I tell everyone, you did not come across me and you did not find me by accident. So, bada bing, bada boom. It's because you gave them advice about cold readers. That's why they said you said it confidently. Oh. Oh. Yeah, King is spoiled as fuck. King is spoiled as fuck. But no, I'm telling you that because everybody who knows the zodiac, they know the negative qualities and aspects about each sign. So if you were to tell me, hey, he's a Leo, vain. That's the first thing. That's the first thing they say. Vain. Oh my God, they're about appearances and about me. They're vain, they're narcissistic, they're about them. If you said, oh, it's an Aries, they're argumentative, Taurus is stubborn. Like, that's what they do. It's not hard to make someone believe because a lot of times the way y'all ask questions lead people. You would be terrible as attorneys. You would be, Your Honor, badgering the witness, Your Honor leading, Your Honor speculation. So just don't do that. The only person you're into right now. Matthew, you literally done asked me a whole holodex of females that okay, we'll go with that. Maybe King of Swords is the one that's only into her. But the other one is different. Um but how does she feel about you? We for ones is inverted, this is lacking mother. Not just a parental figure, but like lacking mother. I don't know if she knows just how close you and your mom are, but it feels like she feels like you're not. You don't have like a maternal. Just feel like you're lacking a mom. Like you don't have a mom present. Four of Cups is upright, delusional. She feels delusional. Knight of Swords is upright, intent. Like I said, taking action with action. She's doing this on purpose. She thinks anything she's thinking, most likely she's getting this information from Turo. Because I don't know how much of you she really knows. And then the Six of Swords is inverted. I mean, you're an unknown to her. So she's fearful of it. She's fear of the unknown. It's common sense. You got so curious. What did I do? Yes, I'm like, how did I just run into you? And you definitely welcome to reading. Thank you so much for no problem, sugar. Because I've been pondering so much, wondering if Matthew just fucked me up. Wondering if they still think of me. You gotta think. A robber, if they're sitting here, if you're going through a rob, they are not thinking past the action. Okay, they're not thinking past that. Like, they just aren't. The only ones that would think past that are like people who are trying to do bodily harm or fear of something. But most likely they're just, we need this, we're trying to get as much money as possible, and we're going to get it and go. That's all they're thinking. It's been a year ago, and I actually seen them. I don't know them. I don't know how to ask questions. Ain't no problem. No, sugar, ain't no problem. Ask your question however you ask it. Let me explain something to you, since you are new to readings. One, don't give out too much information. That's first. First and foremost, never give out more information than can be used against you. Okay? If you want to know how somebody feels about you, empathy? CF empathy? What's going on? If you want to ask a question of a reader, try to make it as generic as possible and leave out as much specificity as you could. So if you were dating someone's like, hey, what, and I tell people don't give me names either. I don't know. I don't need names. I don't need birthdays. I don't need none of this shit. I don't need none of this shit. A good fucking reader about their salt don't need to know if you were born under a Capricorn moon with a Pisces rising. Don't nobody need to know that shit. See that type of information as if somebody's asking for your fucking social security number. Now, some questions are okay. Like if you were asking me, hey, what does Matthew think of me? That's about as much information as you really need to give. If you want to do like what does M, I would even shorten it to what does M think about me and leave it at that. You don't need to tell me and M are co-workers, me and M went to high school together, me and M got a baby together. You don't need to tell all that. Because guess what? By the way you ask your question, certain words that you use can tell me if you want the answer to be positive or negative. If I get a reading on how you ask questions, I am a kind person. I just don't take bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be blunt. Oh, of course. I know I can be a dickhead. It goes with the territory. But you have to be, because if you're soft all the time, people walk all over you. Like Matthew tries, and you got to put Matthew in his fucking place. Um, is Mercedes into you? Yep. So, is it okay to visit your mom? Is it okay? It's saying no. Couldn't keep kind heart get your whatever match you. Not right now. It's not. Um, they live close to her home. How do I book you? How do you book a personal one? My website. It is officially up and running. Go to website. Go to my website. Go to not live readings. Be where everybody left the kitchen. Go get it while you can. Um, um, go to my website, and in the top right corner you'll see book online, and just click, and then it will give you the options of the different type of readings that I do offer. Now I will tell you now, a reading, and it is literally on the page and everything. When you look at services, I should probably put it on the booking online thing as a reminder as well. But um readings do not allow for back and forth. If you're asking me for a reading, you're asking me about a specific question, and that is it. And I will read from there. You don't get to ask any follow ups or any other kind of question like that. Most likely, what you're looking for is a session. Because a session is the dialogue back and forth, it's the conversation. It is, okay, so what about this and this and this? And you get an answer, and then you get the follow up. Readings do not allow for that. And I am going to go back in here and put that on here so it can be seen. Oh, yeah, and I did. And I told y'all I changed the prices and everything. So the prices are, um, I want to say pre-pandemic, but I don't even know if that's correct. The prices are basically back to where they were. We'll put it like that. Do I have that on here? Actually, yeah, I'm direct. I can't be anything, but I'm just not gonna do it. There's only one thing on here I want to put, and I thought I put it on here, but apparently I didn't. No, I did not. Which I probably shouldn't be fucking with this while I'm doing this, but nope, I don't know exactly what I was supposed to put there. No problem, sugar. No problem at all. That's why I swore I put that on here, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Let's be bigger. I feel like this needs to be bigger. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. And if it's acting weird because if it's acting weird, then it's because I just updated the website. So yeah, I'll choose session because I did get personal and no, that's fine. I got that clarity part, but I'll continue with how long our sessions usually for. Each one has its own timing. I literally have a 15, 30, 45, and an hour session. So I'm going to make sure I did not fuck up my website. Okay, that. Okay, cool. I did not mess it up. No, there's no need to be nervous. Literally, the best way I can say it is sessions end up being very therapeutic. I do not have a license or degree in therapy, psychology, psychiatry, psychotherapy, sociography, or anything like that. I'm not a licensed therapist or medical practitioner at all. So, a lot of times people get sessions, and what I caution people about, and it's even on my website as well, that a 15-minute session goes by very quickly. Very, very quickly. And when you go to services, if you click on services, it's service details, which one is right for your needs. It details general items, detailed. The difference between sessions, readings, and analysis. And I do also photo readings and sessions, which is you add the photo and everything, and you have to send it to my email so I can get a read on it and all that kind of stuff. Um, I need to change that too. I really need to go back and look at my fucking website because I need to change some stuff on here. Um, yeah, I gotta change some stuff on the website, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Trust me. But yeah, course, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. Because I'm pretty sure one of my Hellpaws is about to sit here and tell me, Ma, you gotta get up. Where do I go to see pricing and add to cart? It should be on services. Just click services. I'm sorry, not services. Book online. My bad. Do you have a lung infection? That went completely left. Do you have a lung infection? Oh, shit. You do. How'd you get bronchitis? Because I've been having a stuffed ass nose. They've been coughing up music for like 2 weeks. Does he have bronchitis? You got bronchitis. Go to a doctor, get your, I think it's amoxicillin, get your dosage, and do it. Because, baby, bronchitis was not fun. First time I got it, that shit scared the entire fuck out of me. Did you hit somebody else's pen? Did you get it from hitting somebody else's pen? No, you didn't. Luckily, you didn't. It could be that you have very bad allergies, because that's what happened to me before. The first day of work tomorrow morning. Get to the doctor as soon as possible. Even if you got to go to a free clinic, and just tell them, of course, they're going to swab you for COVID and everything. And when they find out that it's bronchitis, they're going to give you a prescription for your antibiotics, and you take that for what? I think it's a week. It might be 2 weeks. I had bronchitis last year, and I thought I had the Rona, cause my bronchitis was bad. I couldn't smell. Like, I have a lotion. It is the Palmer's cocoa butter lotion, and that is a very loud smelling lotion. Everybody, if anybody has ever had that, you know what cocoa butter looks. Baby, I put that shit on, I couldn't smell it, and I freaked the entire fuck out. Well, I say I ran to making my online clinic. Like, my doctor allows to, like, virtual visits and stuff. And she was like, well, you can come in and get a swab for COVID. I'm like, I've literally not been anywhere, because it was the beginning of the year. I hadn't been, like, our work had closed for 2 weeks. I'm like, I haven't been anywhere. And she asked me something else. She was like, well, can you taste? I was like, yeah, I can taste. I mean, of course, it's dull. It's duller because I can't really smell the food, but I can still taste it. And then she asked me, she was like, oh, wait, you have a lot of allergies, which I do, and they get really bad. So she treated me for bronchitis first, and she was like, if that works, then we don't have to worry about nothing else. But if it didn't, then I was to come back in there to get swabbed for COVID. And luckily, it worked. white mucus. This white mucus, like, it's green or white. Green means an infection. Like, when I know I'm getting sick, is that I'll get clear mucus. This is now going to be something, if you don't like hearing about bodily functions, I suggest you exit or turn the volume down, but don't go nowhere. Did you get bronchitis at the baby shower? I think one of your sisters might have had it. Because it looks more like, no, you didn't get it at the baby shower, but I feel like your sister might have brought it home to you. Nothing labeled for session. I see. There are categories across the top. Because when you go to book online, you're going to start off in the reading section. So you'll see a little menu above it. Just click over to the sessions. Oh, I found nothing labeled. I said, which do I think would fit for a session? Yeah, go over the sessions. You'll see it. No problem, sugar. Look at my mouse being stupid. You know, I haven't charged this mouse in a minute. Uh-oh. I'm going to charge it after I get off of here. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't have insurance. I'm going to pay $1,000 for them to just tell me I have a cold. Here's the thing. Bronchitis can go to... I'm going to erase the personal comments, telling a bit of story, but I'm staying to watch the... that's fine. Yeah. I have people who do that all the time, honestly. That's why I say, if you go to a free clinic, if it's possible for you to go to a free clinic, just go to a free clinic. Because bronchitis can, if left untreated, bronchitis can go into something a lot more severe. So... because you can go from bronchitis to full-blown fucking pneumonia to anything else. So I would just still go to the doctor. Especially if you stop being able to smell shit. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Hello, mama. And this is my timer here. Oh, yeah, there this spot there, this spot there. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. Mama know, child. Mama know. Okay. So my little timer is telling me, Mom, I told y'all, without fail. She gave me a little more time today. I guess because I done ate so much today, so she ain't worked. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And then I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, always stay tuned. After 15 to 30 minutes after, you will have your end of day lesson come up on Twitter. Not Twitter. What's the fucking thing? TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So you have your end of the day lesson on those. Purple, what's going on, sugar? I ain't seen you in a minute. You will come in when I'm leaving. Damn it. And happy gratitude day to you too, dear. Okay. Let me get out of here before she sit here and try to push me out the fucking chair. Oh God. Um. Okay. So we gonna. No problem, sugar. I told you, it's not an accident, and you would have found me on YouTube too. Barbara, I'm so mad. Now you came in when I have to go. But um, will going to the doctor affect my first day of work? No, it's not gonna affect your first day. Saying that you got bronchitis, that literally they're gonna swab you and they're gonna do the thing for COVID, which you most likely do not have, and they're like, okay, a lot of mucus, and it's gonna come back. This is just fucking bronchitis, and they're gonna prescribe you medicine for it. That's it. Okay. Let me get out of here. I put the cards down. Okay. Stop worrying about where you got it from. The fact is, you got it. We handle it from there. Cause stop worrying about where you got it from. I'm gone. So we thank you for joining us to the Shadow Gallery. The lights are out, the doors are closed. The Hellpaw will graciously and gratefully escort you on the door and off the premises. Please do not trip on your way out. They do not care. They will cash you out like a bag of bones or rules. Did you get it from the bus? Literally, they have given you 3 no's. No, you're not. You didn't get it from the bus. I'm gonna do that. Get out of here, and I appreciate you. Genuinely amazing. Thank you, sugar. Yahoo! What's going on? Why are all y'all coming in now that I'm leaving? We got beef, but we're gonna have to have beef tomorrow because I'm out of here. Not. Why are y'all coming in now? What the fuck is going on? All of y'all are coming in now that I'm going, like, that I'm leaving. What the fuck? Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm mad as how all 3 of y'all, we got beef. Wagyu beef. Kosher beef. What's the shit that they talk about with the Jewish people? It's kosher. I think it's kosher. Real good beef, goddammit. That fucking green packet, that 93% lean beef. So, anyway, we thank you for joining us in the Shadow Gallery. The lights are out, the doors are closed. The Hellpaw will graciously and gratefully escort you out the door and off the premises. Please not trim your way out there with cash out like a bag of bones or rooms. If you'd like to book a private session, purchase a live pool, or donate to me, the Hellpaw, or the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.MadamShadO.com. Or via PayPal or Cash App directly to MadamShadO. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W... Huh? What is it? What is what? What is what? If you put a W in Shad'O, I'm not responsible where you or your money goes or where you or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share, and subscribe to me. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. If you're booking a session, it'll automatically do the time balancing for me. It's 12:48 for me, if that helps. Big Bags, what's up? At least I know, from what I know, it should automatically do that correction. But yeah, it should do the correction for you. Um, any energetic beings that are here that are not welcome here, not assigned to be here, not supposed to be here, that I extend an invitation to during this live, your permission has been rescinded and your permission has been revoked. So that being said, energetic beings that are here that are not here, not supposed to be here, not assigned to be here, you do not have to go home, but you do have to get the hell here and off of the premises. We thank you all. We will see y'all. Should be tomorrow night. Get y'all Black Friday shopping or not. I mean, hell, Black Friday ain't what it used to be. All they do is jack up the price by 50% and then lower it 40%. You're paying 10% more. So, like I said, stay tuned. After in about 15 and 30 minutes, your end of the day lesson will be up on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I did it this time. I remember. But as usual and always, take care now. But by then, and we will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. Bye, y'all.